This is Phoebe Green and the Locker of Destiny, and we are on chapter 26, called The Letter. Once a week, the girls wrote letters to their parents. This was a serious affair, carried out in exam conditions with a teacher on patrol. You might expect that, in the absence of phone calls or visits, a letter would provide a precious emotional bridge between child and parent, an opportunity for children to ask advice, to share frustrations and open their hearts. You would be wrong. Perivale's paying customers were parents, not children, or in Phoebe's case, the unknowing grandparents. It was essential that those fee-paying adults felt like Perivale was money well spent. Tear-jerking rants about fractured friend groups were strictly forbidden. Whining about food was also banned. Even talk of inclement weather was frowned upon. A good letter home should be an upbeat snapshot of cakes and countryside japes ready to be slipped under a magnet on the fridge. Jade found that the easiest way to fill her page was to write down storylines she recalled from the television show Neighbours. She would change the names to Alice and Phoebe. They made no sense, but seemed to get approved, and she imagined her mum and brothers recognising them and laughing. Alice, whose relationship with her parents seemed rather businesslike, simply listed the lessons she had attended. The letters she received in reply were equally dull, including mundane details like, "The cats are increasingly unwilling to eat their tablets." Writing letters to Mummy made Phoebe teary. She dreamed of ways to send them through time so that her mother could read them. She considered hiding the letters so they would be discovered in the future. She could slip them into a book that looked like it would remain untouched for decades in Perivale's library. There were plenty of those. Or she could bury the letters in a lunchbox deep under the sand dunes. But she couldn't figure out how to trigger her mother to search in Perivale in 2025. And so, when the time came for the girls to place their missives on the teacher's desk, Phoebe slipped her envelope into a blazer pocket and later hid it at the bottom of her trunk. Today's letter-writing session gave Phoebe the perfect opportunity to get a sheet of headed notepaper with the Perivale logo, the school's address, and the slogan turning girls into ladies. In their library office, the Time Travel Club put pen to paper. "I'm not doing it," Alice said. "It's forgery. I could get expelled." "But your handwriting is the most grown up," said Phoebe. "I know, that's why they'll recognise it," Alice argued. Phoebe pulled the sheet back towards her and began to write, in the neatest, loopy handwriting she could muster. "Dear Mrs. Green, we regret to say that a letter was sent to you in error requesting the spring term fees, which you have already paid. Please ignore this and accept our apologies. We look forward to welcoming Katie in January 1996. Yours sincerely, Miss Perivale." "You have to sign it," Jade said. "How?" Phoebe said. "I can't even do my own signature." Jade grabbed the sheet and drew an incomprehensible squiggle above Miss Perivale's name. Alice gasped. Phoebe then asked the school secretary for an envelope. She said the girls in Dorm 7 were making a birthday card for Miss Parsley. The secretary flicked through a calendar on the wall. "It's not her birthday for 4 months," she said. "We like to be organised," Phoebe replied. "It's what turns girls into ladies." She liked to pepper this phrase into conversations with staff. It seemed to put the wind behind whatever she was trying to achieve, even if it didn't always make sense. The secretary beamed with pride and handed over a white envelope. "One more question," Phoebe said. "I've forgotten my own postcode. I need it for this week's letter home. I feel so silly. Would you mind looking it up? I'm Katie Green." The receptionist thumbed through a folder, and Phoebe thanked her. The only remaining mission was buying a stamp and posting the letter, which proved to be the most difficult task of all.